Hi everybody, welcome to Arise and Shine. Today we're going to do something slightly different. We are going to do a yin base practice for hot and sweaty days or hot and sweaty nights. So my suggestion to you is if you're not already in something nice and loose and flowy, grab it now. Grab any sort of props that you want to bring with you, bands, or not bands, yoga straps, pillows, bolsters, yoga blocks, anything like that. We are going to be holding some poses for a few minutes, up to 5 minutes max. So I really want you to be comfortable in those poses and positions. So I think this is a great thing to do on days that it's really warm. Get yourself ready for the day, or get yourself ready for the evening. Maybe you were outside all day, you come home, you wash that sunscreen off, you get in your pajamas, and you're like, I can't sleep, it's way too hot. Maybe we do some of these poses and postures. So we're going to spend 5 minutes in this, kind of get yourself mentally prepped, and then 5 minutes on our Shavasana at the end, so a little bit longer than usual. And you can pick your positions as always. I'm just going to do this nice seated position. My back is straight, my shoulders are back and down. My eyes are just nice and slow and relaxed and closed. I have my water or fluid of choice near me at all times. And we are going to spend 5 minutes just nice and quiet and relaxed in the position of your choice. Feel free to lay down, totally fine. 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then we're going to transition onto our backs. Alright, laying down on our back. So I have a little bit of a thicker mat today just cause I felt like being a little bit more comfy cozy. And we're gonna stretch out those legs super far. Point those toes. If you have the ability to stretch your arms up straight overhead, do so. Otherwise, you can just grab onto your elbows. Or we're literally pointing those toes, making those quads activate this front of the legs. These big muscles right here. And point them. Point. Like I'm really, really stretching here. And then you can release that foot. Grab one knee, hug it in, and do some circles. And switch direction. All right, and then open up that knee to the side like we're doing our tree pose, just on the ground. And your foot can be up high, closer to your groin. It can be down past your knee, wherever you need to be. And benefit of today with our props, if that knee doesn't touch the ground, which is mine's not, no judgment, I can pop a prop underneath it. So I'm really getting some nice heat release here in the groin. That's a big heat gatherer. And then also as well, we're going to bring those arms back overhead, either straight up ahead or grabbing onto the elbow and getting a nice heat release from the armpit chest as well. So we're going to take 5 slow breaths here. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Lovely. Now bring that knee back in, release those hands, and cross that leg over the other. So my right leg is crossed over my left leg, and I'm going to grab my right arm and pull across. Big side body stretch. If you want to intensify that by bringing the foot towards the left side of the mat, you can. And then release. Okay, let's reset. Let's bring that other knee in and do some circles. And switch directions. Alright, I'm going to open up that knee to the side. I'm going to grab my prop. I'm going to pop it underneath. And saying, definitely do not need official yoga props. Couch cushions, pillows work just perfectly well. Alright, so opening that knee to the side. Bringing those arms up overhead, trying to put the other arm on top this time. 5 nice big breaths. I'm going to bring that knee back in. I'm going to bring those arms back in. And I'm going to cross the leg over. So if I brought the other leg over to the other side of the mat, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I'm going to pull that arm over. Alright, beautiful. Release, come back to center. Let's point those toes one more time. And then bring one leg up into the air. You can bend or straighten the other side, doesn't matter. And we're going to, I did some leg exercises yesterday. And so my hamstrings definitely need some stretching. And I can definitely feel it now. So grabbing above or below the knee and just opening up, pulling that leg in. And if this other knee here is bent, that's totally fine. You can bring it nice and wide. You can straighten it out. You can really get some more heat release from that groin there. This is a great place to use a strap if you have one handy. And then bring it back in, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Straighten out that leg to the best of its ability. And then come back in. Last one here. Knees out to the side, bottoms of the feet together. If you have two props, you can put them underneath each knee. Otherwise, fingers interlocked right above the belly button. And 5 breaths here. Beautiful. Bring the sides of the knees up. And let's transition to our belly. However you would like to get there is totally fine. And we're going to spend 5 minutes in Sphinx together. So this is a great time to set yourself up for success with your props. I take that back. We're only saying 3 minutes. Got ahead of myself. And if you want to spend 5 minutes, by all means, you can. All right, so we are in Sphinx. If you have a prop, it's obviously going to take away a little bit of the heat release, but that's okay. We can have those feet spread nice and wide if you'd like, or they can be together. Remember, our shoulders are back and down. And we're just gazing softly. slowly going to ease yourself out of this pose and push yourselves back into puppy. So we're pretty much going to keep ourselves exactly where we are. We're just going to push back and come onto our forearms. Our forehead's going to go to the ground. Our hips are going to go into the air. And you can have your knees spread as wide apart as you'd like. We're going to be here for 8 breaths. All right, so we can either transition to downward dog from here, or you can transition to child. So if you're going to be in child's pose, my suggestion would be to have a nice wide knees and sit back into child's pose. Or you can do, join me here in downward dog, or I'm going to be there in a second. Same thing, nice, super wide feet. So we're really opening up all the body for heat release. Bonus points if you have a fan going, you can get some really good airflow. Okay, so we're going to be there, wherever you want, child or downward dog, for 8 breaths. So get comfortable, get in your posture. And everybody meet in tabletop. Lovely. Just kind of shake a bit left to right, up or down, whatever you want. We're going to head into some low lunges next. We're going to hold each low lunge for 2 minutes. And then we're going to go into some king pigeons for 2 minutes aside as well. So we're going to be here kind of on this quadrupedy kind of section for a little bit. All right, so I'm going to bring one foot in front, doesn't matter which one, because we're going to do both. And then I'm going to come up. And I'm going to make sure that I'm nice and supported however I want to be. So 2 options. I can either be here just with my elbows back, pointed, my chest forward, big puffed up position, or I can have those arms up and do a little bit of a back bend. Okay, so let's come on up. Having a softer mat maybe increases the comfort level, but also increases the ability to have to work on your balance because of the squishy factor. Definitely a pro-con, like life, everything in life's a pro-con, but it's more comfortable on your knees for things like this, but then you have to worry about the wiggles. And if your arms are up and they get tired, you can totally come down. Or if your arms are down, you want to go up, that's totally fine too. We're going to be here about another 30 seconds or so. you are. Slowly release. Make your way back to tabletop. Reset, grab your water, whatever you would like. And then when you're ready, other side. Set yourself up. Take your time, there is no rush. And decide, do you want your arms down or do you want your arms up? So let's go into whatever posture you'd like. Your arms are up, and again, you're radiating the heat from your body, from the armpit chest, from the groin, from the back. All these places that store heat. Slowly release that and come back to all fours. All right, so next we're going to go into our king pigeon. And of course, if there's a variation you'd rather do, if you'd rather lay on your back and do a figure four, by all means, please do so. Otherwise, we're going to take our right knee, we're going to bring it up. We're going to bring that knee to approximately 3 o'clock and bring that foot to approximately 9 o'clock. Now I'm definitely going to have a prop here to help support, because we're going to either stay up high here, or if you're like, I got this, Jen, you can totally be here and have the arms up, or here. I'm just going to kind of keep those hands on the ground. So we're going to be here for the 90 seconds. So decide, do you want to be up a little high? Do you want to be a little higher? Or do you just want to be on your back? And you can also be down here too. If being on that, those four are being on those wrists is too much, you can, even though this is not a king pigeon, you can do this totally fine. Decide what you want. Decide what you want and grab it. Slowly making your way back out. Tuck the back toes under. And back to tabletop. Definitely know if I need this one for the next side. That's okay. It's always better to have it and put it away than the other way around. All right. Other side. All right. Get comfy. Find your posture. All right, make your way back out. And we're going to head in to our bridge. So we're gonna do this as a supported bridge. So I'm gonna bring my blocks. Because this bridge, we're gonna be here for 3 minutes, okay? So I'm going to take a block or two, or this is maybe a little too high for me, so I'm gonna adjust. A cushion, anything like that. Yeah, it's a lot better, okay. So I'm supported here in this bridge. I'm gonna have my arms open wide, out to the side like a T or a cactus. And we're going to be here for 3 minutes. All right. And feel free to make adjustments if you want to go a little bit further down or up or whatever you want. Adjust so it's comfortable for you in this exact situation. I don't want there to be extra kinks in your neck or anything like that. And I'm just releasing and relaxing those hips. Having the support really allows you to just let go. Feel free if you want to turn your head to the side and hold it for 30 seconds or so and then switch to the other side. Totally a great idea if you feel comfortable doing so based on the support that you have. Because everyone's prop setup is going to look a little differently. I don't know the exact body position you're in. So if it's not comfortable, of course, don't do it. But if you want to add in a little neck stretch. So we have 1 more minute here in this posture, but if you want to lift those legs, if that feels comfortable for you, and you might need to adjust the angle of your prop. And if you need to adjust the angle of your prop, feel free to adjust the angle of everything. You can do a different arm position, whatever makes you happy, content, and cools you off a little bit. Pardon. All right, if you did not lift your legs and come down, and you have a little bonus play time of about 30 seconds. If you have your legs up high, we're going to stay for another 30 seconds or so. So you guys, we got to factor in that transition time a little bit. And then bring one knee in, give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee in, give it a squeeze. Drop those feet. And remove any prop. Alright, we're going to grab it behind the thighs. We're going to rock and roll 3 times. And then we're going to sit up. Beautiful. All right, Sitting up nice and tall, and we're twisting. Other way, and twist. Come back to the center. Bring those knees together. Open, twist. If you want, you can release that top arm and the back arm, or neither. Drop it down. Other way. Twist. Top arm, back arm, or neither. And drop it down. Come back to the center. Let's open up those knees to the side one more time. We're going to do a little forward fold. We're going to hold here for 2 minutes. If you need a prop here in the middle, feel free. Otherwise, we're just going to let that heat release. And this heat's going to release from the bottoms of our feet as well. Okay, release. We're gonna go back into a cross-legged position. If you remember which one you did previously, let's do the other leg in front. If you don't, no worries, no biggie. All right, I think I'm actually gonna sit on a block just because my legs are so tight. Okay, and let's do just a little neck stretch, and then we're gonna get ourselves into our Shavasana for the day. All right, so drop that knee. Try that again, Jen. Drop that ear to that shoulder. I'm gonna add in a tiny, tiny little bit of just extra weight. I'm not pushing. And release. Other side. Ear, shoulder. Get it right this time. And then I'm going to add in that little extra weight. Sometimes I don't know how I passed first grade. And release. I'm just going to bring those knees in. I'm going to give myself a big squeeze, and I'm going to drop that chin to the chest. All right, so get yourself in position for how you would like to do your Shavasana. If you want to do the standard kind of corpse pose, or you're out laying down, perfectly fine. Great way to release the heat. But if there's something else you'd rather do, please do so. Okay, I'm going to bring my timer a little bit closer This is our final 5 minutes together. So really, really enjoy, really get comfortable. And if you want to stay longer than 5 minutes, please do so. This is also a great time to grab a drink of water, a little sip, not a big gulp. Very slowly start wiggling your fingers and your toes. And depending on where you're going next is going to depend on what's going on next. So if you're going to bed, stay where you are, get comfy, have a great night, see you later. Otherwise, you can roll like a ball or turn sideways and push yourself up. Nice and slow, controlled, and nice and quietly bat your eyes open. Hopefully you feel a little bit more in tune with your body, a little bit cooler, a little bit more stretched out and relaxed. Have a great day. And if you are looking for a special request like this in the future, you know how to reach me.